Alright, hit the recording button. Good morning. Hello. Hey, hi, hello, welcome back, Alexandrian Codex. It's 7:42 a.m. Yeah, kinda all over the fucking place while I'm doing this on Monday, August 30th, 2021. We're gonna hop in here. What are we playing today? Oh, fuck knows, dog. Fuck knows. Yeah, new game. Wanted to you. I don't hate myself, but we might suffer through this. We have the B and C classes here. I don't think we ever got a win with the Cadwallader, did we? Cadwallader? The Sohei, I put in like many good runs a few days ago. We're not gonna give that a go. Oh hey, wow, what if we had a ship that its entire concept is you have to use drones? Whoa, hey, what if we had an entire ship where its entire concept is you have to use drones? For fuck's sake, these are the same thing. As an energy bypass, pleasure pods. Okay, so you can create more crew. That's pretty cool. That's repair gel. That's novel. I don't want to play it though. The Obsidian. What is with these rooms? Oh, we have expeditive gas. Which basically works like murder bot dispersal. Yeah. I haven't really played with shells very much. Let's do this. So we have a partisan beam, which paralyzes the crew but does no damage, and can only hit one room but does 2 damage. So this gets through shields and then you paralyze the crew. Oh, this seems bad. let's go. Proceed with the mission. Exit hyperspeed. Continue. I guess we're good with what we have. I'd prefer another weapon, but I'd rather get one. For fuel. Listen, I'm not re-rolling runs this early in the day. Why the fuck does the partisan take 2 power? It doesn't do damage. Okay, it hurts the crew. Okay, tooltip should probably say damages crew. 30 crew damage is about the same as the Dirk, actually, but, we're doubling up. So this is gonna be a kill all of the crew kind of run? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I'm fine with that. Merchant, and then leave. How do I get to the merchant? Here. Oof, I hate this. This layout's torture. So I go here, I have to go here, then I have to go here, then I have to go here, then I have to go... Oof. Yeah, we're not going down there. That makes it very hard to double back. Which is a shame. We have so many free jumps right now, and we'll not be able to take advantage of them. A poem for you. Die. Good poem. Ah! I can see. We have fully upgraded, sensors. That's very cool. Hello, comrade. Good morning. Or, I mean, I guess it's still morning in your part of the world. That's how time works. It's longitude and latitude work that way, huh? Not that it matters. Okay, so we want to knock out weapons, I guess. Cool. Right, but now partisan won't do anything. I have to time both of these fire simultaneously. That's some bullshit! Oh, but the partisan is a real old school beam. Okay. Jesus, you have to literally do these simultaneously. Gonna miss me with that one, boss. I do not like the ship design. Oh, it doesn't damage the shields. Right, I'd have to damage the shields to damage the shields. Yeah, that checks out. Where are you going? You're going to the shields? Really? Dumb bitch. Why would you do that? What are you doing over there, champ? Okay, I do like that the shells roll. It's charming. It's very charming. Charming. did my colonizer kind map get corrupted? The first one did, and then I spent 20 fucking hours remaking it, and now it's published. And it's really fucking good. It's really good. If I do say so myself. I started doing the circuit before going to bed last night of like posting on all the fucking subreddits and the forums like, hey, I just made a new map. I really appreciate it if you took a look at it. It's good for real, I promise. But there's so many people doing that right now, and I'm like, okay, this is a bad look. This is a bad look. I shouldn't do this. There are so many bad maps out there. So many bad maps. I kind of wanted, I'll be honest with you, I kind of wanted to review maps for the game because, like, I've spent enough time in the map editor. I know how shit works. They're so bad. They're so bad. So many of them are so fucking awful. And this is the point where I have to walk a really fine line. I could immediately just embrace my inner toxic self and start going, oh, like this one and that one and this one and that one. But I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm not gonna do that because, you know, there are more constructive ways to do it. I might look at some maps later on and be like, okay, so I think you could improve on this doing da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There are two different types of criticism, right? There's constructive criticism, and then there's the satisfying, bitchy, tear-it-apart criticism. And I'm not Orwell, no idea, give me some fuel, leave me alone. But when I was thinking about making a map, I was like, well, okay, I could do Mars pretty easily, like a terraformed Mars, or I could do Pangea, and then I came up with the idea of using Pangea Proxima, which is a projection of future Pangea for Earth in like 250 million years, which is just like so long in the future. And the problem with Mars is, and okay, there's a few problems with it. Number one is the natural wonders like Mount Everest, the Great Blue Hole, Mount Vesuvius, those don't exist on Mars. You can kind of put them in places where similar, landmass or pieces of geology or geography would exist, but it's not really the same. And for me, that's a little bit of a, immersion breaking. Or the other problem is, fucking everybody under the sun is gonna try and make a Mars map. I checked last night, there are at least four, and they all have the same core premise with no real explanation, like, oh, it's a terraform Mars and you're stuck on Mars and have to rebuild humanity. Okay, champ. Okay. If you really wanted to do it right, you would have no natural wonders because they're not on Mars. You would really painstakingly have to engage with the fact that Mars would be arid. Even fully terraformed, it'd be desert. Most of it would be desert. It'd be like, the American Southwest kind of desert, or it's steppe at its greenest, but it would not be covered in forests and grasses and all that shit. No. I mean, Mars can't hold on to an atmosphere for geologic periods of time. There's just so many, I'm gonna say it, there's so many bad Mars maps out there right now. It's a great concept, the execution is deeply, deeply flawed. Also, you shouldn't be making a huge Mars map. If we were to understand that Earth fits on a huge size map, then Mars being about, what, like 60% of the diameter of Earth, or mass? I gotta Google this. Mars in Earth masses. A tenth! It's a tenth of our mass. Jesus Christ, that's tiny. It's so small. It's so small. So small. Yeah, Mars is like a medium to large size map. But if you do medium to large size, you can't get the same kind of hex to, pixel resolution, so it doesn't look right and it looks real goofy. I don't know. Like, there's, longtime viewers of the channel, all three of you, will remember at one point I took a look at the Mars Universalis mod for EU4. It's the same problem. Mars is big and kind of empty and pretty flat, like some interesting terrain and topography, but the thing that makes these games so interesting, like, resources. Where do I put the iron on Mars? Who fucking knows? Like, are we really saying Mars has, papyrus? Okay, where? And you could make the argument for, like, putting it in a similar biome that it exists on Earth, but it's just such a goddamn stretch. Hear me out. Oh, World Blues, but in Humankind Terraform Mars, we'll call it Red World Blues. You know, it'd be better than what I'm seeing so far. Listen, I want it to at least be recognized that I intended to not be shitty. There are some really good maps too. There's like one really interesting one that motivated me to start working on this, which is the Earth map, which is, don't be shitty, Alex, don't be shitty. It's pretty good. It's okay. There's one Earth map that is like super realistic, and it's sort of realistic. And there's one that doesn't tout its realism, which is, again, like, sorta, kinda, sorta. This ship sucks. I hate so much of what I am experiencing right now. It's sorta realistic, kinda, sorta, not really. And like at the root of the problem with the Earth maps is that they use a classical projection of, is this gonna fire or not? Click. I hate this gun. Map projection. You know, the one that makes Europe look fucking massive and Africa look tiny, and Antarctica look like it's this massive blob at the bottom of the map. You know, you've seen a world map, the one with Britain at the center. That's not what the planet actually looks like. Europe should be like 1/16th of the size of Africa. It should be tiny by comparison, but because so many people who love history and love strategy are really just like Europeanophiles, Europhiles. There we go. That's a little a little better. Europhiles. They want Italy in like perfect resolution, and they want to play in Greece, and like what they want is not a world map. They want a Empire Total War map. They want a big Europe and like tiny side maps to the rest of the world where they can go play Colonial Simulator. I wish people would just ask for what they wanted. Would be self-aware to know what they wanted to ask for it, rather than be like, I want a realistic world map. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't, because a huge swath in the map would just be desert. Useless desert. We're talking about really arable areas. It's gonna be kind of small, and like the stretches of tundra and taiga. Like I started out trying to make a better world map, and I might still take another crack at it. I'm getting bitter enough I might do it. You shouldn't show anything north of the Arctic Circle, which means like 90-something% of Scandinavia shouldn't be on the map. You should go from about 30 north to 30 south in latitude. Latitude? Yeah, that's latitude. The way I was taught to remember it is like latitude is in rungs of a ladder. Is that right? Or am I totally remembering this wrong? North-south position. Yeah. If the Valdez Peninsula isn't bigger than my ass, your map projection is bad. But really you should go from like just south of the coast of Chile and Argentina to just north of Scotland. And that's it. That's your world map. That's where people actually live. Matter of fact, they live much closer to the Mediterranean generally, but Using my head is a there's so much of the map that we take for granted and expect to see. Iceland, Greenland, most of Scandinavia, Siberia. It's a waste of space on a real map to show where people are, and if you're really fighting for resolution, like you are when you're reducing things down to hex-style pixelation, you don't want Antarctica, you don't want Siberia, you don't want Greenland or the fucking islands off the coast of Canada. Because that just skews the whole thing to where there's a bunch of useless northern giant-ass ice islands. The important historical cultural part of the world is minimized in the center. Europe's way too big. Australia's fucking way too big. Australia's big. It's not as massive as it's shown up in some of these projections. 30 parallel south. Is that what I'm thinking? Wait. 30 south. Yes. 30 parallel south. No, you're right. Am I thinking 60? Well, you know what? I'd stand on the 30 thing, but you're right to call me out on this. I've been awake for like all of an hour. 60 latitude south? 60. 60 north, 60 south. Thank you. Well, you being smart. That's right. Get rid of Patagonia. No. 60. So just south of Argentina, and 60 parallel north. Yeah, 60 is still kind of generous, honestly, for the north. We don't need that much of Canada. It like cuts out Alaska entirely, so you run into some problems with like not having the Aleutian Islands as a way to connect Asia to North America, but they weren't really used as a way in recent history to bridge that gap, so I don't know, are you missing out on much? Yeah. You arrive at a distress beacon, just destroy the ship. I think we're probably getting in like one run today, but I just needed to not be staring at a fucking map. So, fun thing, territories in the Humankind map editor, you have to count out each individual hex that you're assigning, and if you right click or select a territory to see how many hexes it has in it, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't fucking tell you. So God help you if you start counting hexes on a state, a territory, and you get distracted by, say, catchy music or an interesting YouTube video or Twitch stream that you have on in the background. Then you gotta delete it and start over. Oh, why does the hex count matter? Balance, number one. Number two, the game can only support 255, i.e. 256 territories, and then it bugs out. Because, you know, the memory cache is only assigned a 256. Not integer. Oh god. 256 values that it can hold there, which fine. That's a lot of fucking states. I have counted to the numbers 50, 100, and 25 more times in the last week than I have probably in the rest of my life combined. I'm getting pretty good at it, but I'm also losing my goddamn mind. I don't like this. I can't tell. Oh, okay, you actually have to click and drag the pinpoint. Even though the pinpoint's not being dragged, I can't just click. I have to click, drag, and click. Pinpoint's a neat idea. Don't think I like the execution, but what's that? Grumpy streamer doesn't like something? Crazy. Don't worry about the game not running there for a second. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Humankind's a pretty good game. Pretty fun. It's got some, you know, early release patches to be done, but the patching so far has been pretty good. The AIs, I've made the AI on my map significantly more competitive. Normally the AI struggles because it picks some really bad locations for where to settle, and it over-prioritizes building military, so military comes at the cost of population, and if your population is in the military, they aren't doing science, or growing food, or, working in industry, so your growth suffers because of it. My map has a lot of production. A lot of production, because I put a lot of forests, because they look nice. Honestly, that's why I did it. They look nice and they make sense, so I put them in. So production goes through the fucking roof for everyone, and the AI does so much better when it's not struggling with its population. I've seen the biggest cities I've ever seen the AI throw together, and I've had a really hard time keeping up with them on my map. I've been genuinely impressed. God, take down the fucking shields. We'll just tank the hits. I hate this concept. 60 degrees north does include the illusions. Yeah, most of them, but not all of them. Not enough to... there's not enough coastal water. Adjacent coastal water, hexes, if you will, still left south of 60. Okay, alright, I'm doing a bad job explaining this. We're back on display capture. 60 parallel north. Give me a map. Okay, you know what? Just give me a map of the fucking Arctic Circle, because that's what I'm talking about. Colloquially, we can call it whatever we want. 60, you're right, is too high. What am I thinking of? I think I ordered the one in the north to 55 parallel north. Yeah. No, get out of here. All I wanted was the image. Only show me the image. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, no. It's closer to 60. This is pissing me off. There's no good maps for this. 60th parallel north. Maybe I'm thinking like 57. Maybe I was really arbitrary where I drew the line. I think I was. Yeah, okay, here. Just open the image. Google, I never want to go to the website. Never in a million fucking years. So, the water here is ocean, or deep, the way you would represent it, using a bathospheric topographic, that's kind of contradictory, a water graphic, land graphic, you know what I'm saying, a bathospheric height map of the ocean floor. This is like, let's say light blue, it's coastal, as is this, but this, connecting the two, would be dark blue. So in terms of the game, what that would result in is being able to traverse that area with, one kind of boat, but not with another kind of boat. It's just fine, I guess, but I don't know. It's kind of wonky. Do I accept your surrender? Listen, honestly, dog, at this point, I've convinced myself I just want to be playing map editor all the time, and is that really the life I want to be living? No, I don't. I don't want it. I'm losing my fucking mind, but I've been fixating on it so much that it's all there is. It's all that's left. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of mods that try to squeeze in Scandinavia and everything. A lot of people who have not studied history, like the Norsemen, are in the game as a culture, a civilization that you can have. It would make sense. Scandinavia has been largely pretty impactful culturally. Even the vast majority of Scandinavians do not live north of Stockholm. And Stockholm is still pretty fucking north as far as it goes. Like, most of them are down on the fucking coast where it's still not a frozen goddamn wasteland. You know, modern technology has allowed people to settle further and further north, but people live where the land is arable and they can actually farm and fish and live. Generally, there are exceptions to the case, which is why Inuit cultures, for example, are so intriguing and fascinating to us agrarian people, because their lifestyle is so far divergent from the norm, right? Mars Universalis was updated on June 25th? No fucking way. They're updating that? It was abandonware when I played it. I'm opening this. I'm opening this. It's still an alpha. Come on. It's been 2 fucking years and they haven't... Really? Really? It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years and you haven't done anything. Like this, to be fair, this is the level of detail you need to do to make the map look right. These... But God, it doesn't work for EU4 at all. At all. I love how all the fucking Terraform Mars maps are like, oh, well, here's a picture that some artist did of a Terraform Mars. I'm not going to credit them. I'm just going to have this in here as if I did it. And brand myself with somebody else's work. Due to the size of the mod, yeah, you made the map too big, dog. Mars is, again, like, a 1/6 of the diameter of Earth. Is that right? Okay, Mars, diameter, okay, Earth, diameter, half of it. Ish. Little, 60%. No, I was right with the 60%, right? Right, let's quick maths. Quick maths. By that I mean Google. 53%, yeah, it's generous, rounded up, 53%. The map's too big, dog. That's why the file... That's why you're having problems. That's why you're having problems. Make the map smaller. You're talking about something that's like half the fucking size. You don't need to upload a whole map replacer. Do like the, oh, God. The map that's like of ancient Europe that's, Imperator but better. The EU... Europa Universalis mod that's like the Roma Universalis or whatever. That one. Scale off of that. You know what? I opened that to be like, what the fuck did they update? And then I closed it. What in the hell did you update? Watch, you don't have patch notes. Fix the crash to desktop when recruiting a general. How the hell was that an issue that you created? Possibly fix some other issues, probably cause a bunch of other issues. As I suspected, little content, just compatibility 1.31, the addition of one exciting new bug. All unit models have become generic. I don't know why. Good. Did some terrain for the Vietnamese area of the map. Right! This is the thing I hated about Mars Universalis, is they did this fucking thing that you see on all these map painter forums where it's like, well, this part is the Vietnamese Mars and this part's the German part of Mars. You know, you got the Martian Deutsche Reich. And I'm like, why? Why are you so lacking in creativity that you can't create something new? Why is it that all you can do when creating a fantasy is to mirror lived reality? Why are you so programmed by nationalistic, imperialistic, Eurocentric worldview and values that when you're creating something beautiful and fantastic and exciting, all you can do is recreate the inequalities, inequities, and deep-rooted flaws of our Terran nationalism on a different sphere. Find different things for them to form consciousness around, right? Like this agrarian, non-agrarian divide that I talked about. Like, okay, these people are around a body of fresh water. These people are around a body of salt water. These are going to have more of a maritime culture. These might have more of an agrarian culture. These are in the mountains somewhere, so they might be a bit more isolationist. People, cultures develop in response to the lands that they inhabit, the means of production that they engage in. That's right, a little bit of Marxism, and like the world, right? and then their interaction with other groups, but only their interaction with other groups is a second thought, right? That is a secondary formative force, not a primary or initial formative force. And I get the idea is like, oh, they were colony ships that went to Mars, and then somehow we lost all the technology, so it makes sense in a Europa Universalis framework. Just throw the stupid colony ship thing out of it. And the fact of the matter is, even if we colonize other planets, we are not going to be like, we are an American colony. The idea of belonging to a nation when you are a year away, 6 months away from the rest of that nation at best speed, you're going to find that some nationalistic lines are drawn in the sand pretty fucking quickly. That's why colonies like Australia, New Zealand, the United States, Canada, until transportation was very much improved, had pretty divergent cultural values than their home nation. That's why you see separatist colonialist movements happen, and that's why we would see them in space. But anyway, let's attack this ship. I'm mad. I am mad. Why? Because there's so much low effort, bad science fiction out in the world. There's so much potential for some amazing content, some really cool concepts that, if carried intelligently, responsibly, diligently, let's say, from core concept to completion, would be an absolutely amazing experience to play through, to explore. But instead, there's so many fucking lazy shortcuts. And it's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching. I'm not mad because you're bad. I am mad because you're bad, but more because of, like, how harrowingly sad it must be to live in a world so clearly defined by concepts like Americanism or Germanism or whatever else that are so fickle, finite, and fleeting. It's so sad to me to imagine not having a longer view of history, a wider view of what it means to be human, of how cultures and identities and nations, and this is a dead end. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, you know what? We're going to the hangar and we're playing a ship I want to play. Kruos, you got a flak gun. We're doing that. It's just, it's not coming from a place of, haha, I'm better than you. Absolutely not. So much of my frustration comes from a position grounded solely in empathy. Yeah, a little bit of elitism. I mean, come on, I'm me. But, what? Mostly empathy. Mostly empathy. Alright, we want to go to the merchant. Merchant, I have to go through this distress to get over this half. I kind of hate that. But okay, at least I know it this time, and I caught it. Rather than last time running on the assumption that it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Narrator voice was not going to be fine. Scan the ID. Nothing. Oh, something. Still the stun. Oh, I have a stun? Okay. Respirator. Sell the fucking respirators. You kidding me? I have titanium system casing. Huh. Okay. You're selling cloaking, huh? So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, we're not. We're not getting that. No way in hell. Jesus, we are getting some really bad outcomes here. Love that. Love it. Love to be disappointed. Love to be hurt and disappointed. Philip! Kill them, Philip! I'd be happy if we could just replace our entire crew with anaerobic crew members. fuck oxygen, all my homies hate oxygen. That's the truth. That is God's honest truth. Now this critique, it's so funny to put a word as refined and with this much ambiance or airs, with the airs of intellectualism as critique on what was really just kind of a tirade. But this critique, let's call it, does not solely extend to passion projects and amateurish projects in the realm of fiction. It also extends to more popular, more acclaimed series. Like Firefly did a pretty good job in imagining a synthesis of cultures, but it had some serious flaws in its writer's interpretation of non-European cultures, let's say. Maybe a little bit of fetishization. And the synthesis of those cultures was done in a very Blade Runner 1990s-esque kind of understanding of... I don't know. No, it riffed on that a little bit. It did okay, but... I don't know. In Firefly, Chinese was always kind of brought out in a hat trick kind of way, like, ooh, we swear in Chinese, or we say mean things in Chinese to get around censors, like, ooh, but it makes the world feel rich and lived in that we code switch between two languages, and it didn't really come across as natural. It came across as a bunch of fucking gringos using Chinese to try and seem exotic in world building. That's what it felt like, because we didn't get a lot of real cultural synthesis between Chinese, Japanese, and American, right? Instead, we got overwhelmingly American culture because it was stylized in a Western genre, with some sprinklings of other things like fashion, but it was all largely on an aesthetic level rather than like a cultural social level. Which is really fucking ironic to do in a Western setting, because the entire Western genre is a myth. Is wildly a myth, because the West was settled and built off of borderline slave labor imported from China. From barely legal, technically it's no longer slave labor, of African Americans. And the genocide of half a dozen different peoples and nations. Distinct nations, if we're talking about individual, like, tribal nations, like dozens or hundreds. But the Western genre is all about, oh, that civilization's creeping up over the hill and big government's trying to control things. I'm gonna rooty-tooty point and shooty my way out of it and ride out on my stallion to last one more day in the golden light of freedom before those damn Yankees take it away again. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. Hal is, like, a space confederate, and, like, there's some... the Western genre was a mistake. That's all. And yes, I can do a pretty good, angry Southern guy yelling voice, because, I was born in the South. And, I have a lot of, let's say, predisposition to being an angry Southern dude in my DNA. Oh god. Yeah, I've definitely lost a bit of my sanity over the last few days. Has it been a few days? I honestly couldn't tell you how long I was working on that map. Yesterday, it was an all-day kind of affair. I restarted the day before. So it was a day and a half, really, to get the map done. And I'm not talking, like, 2 hours a day. I was putting in at least 10 hours a day on this fucking map I was working on. And I was only able to go through it as quickly because I'd spent 2 or 3 days prior working on an earlier version of the map, which, yeah, truth be told, was a worse version of the map. What came of it was a better end product, but I wish it hadn't happened the way that it did. Control the crowds. Hey, we didn't lose anyone. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be pretty close. Might not even be able to hit up that supply. Well, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just B1 it for the merchant. Right, I can do 1. We'll be here. 2, we'll be here. 3, we'll be here. 4, we'll be here. I can stay ahead of it. Sure, fuck it. Maybe I'm counting this wrong. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Continue. Attack the ship. Continue. Do nothing. Shooty. Rudy tooty point and shooty. Enemy ship go exploding. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Who needs oxygen? Beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, boop, bop, beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, beep, bop, boop, bop. FTL is really good for being a kind of mindless, by rote, I know the patterns of stuff kind of game. This mod does introduce quite a few ways where they try and shake it up, and I think succeed in doing so. But also there are, you know, like 3 different variations of, haha, all you have are boarding drone ship, and that sucks, dog. That sucks. Oh god, intruders on board. This event fucking sucks. Any intruders on board event is a bad time. Why is it a bad time? Because there's no potential reward. A big part of what makes FTL so good is this risk-reward consideration that you have to do every time you're engaging in combat, or if you're gonna run away, or if you're gonna gamble on taking a risk with a certain decision. But when it's unclear that there is a potential bad outcome, and then the only bad outcome is like, haha, you're getting boarded. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it for me. I don't know what I want, but it ain't this. It ain't this. You're gonna have to put on something nice and do a little dance for me, maybe. It's just, this ain't it, Chief. Why did that ring a bell? I have no idea. Sell some resources. Drone parts. I will sell you drone parts because I can use missiles to slow down the fleet. What do you... Fuck you, Sylvan! Come on, buddy! Oh, hey! You wanted garbage? I've got garbage! Yeah, that's what I wanted. Going back to Scandinavia doesn't matter. I like to draw the north-south line at Viborg. Only cities above 100,000 inhabitants missing are in Finland. Tampere, Oulu. Oh god. Fucking Finnish words. Jyväskylä? Jyväskylä? And Lahti? Other than Oulu, they can all be included relatively easy. What's so tricky is, you know, we have permanent settlement at the South Pole, right, in Antarctica, and also in the North Pole. But that is only made possible by the advancements of sciences, you know, technology, yada yada yada. But there have been, you know, hunter-gatherer cultures in, you know, these extreme environments for a very, 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 very long time. But in the context of a game like Humankind or Civilization, do you represent those areas? I think no. I think no, because in Humankind or Civilization, what we're representing are cities. Are cities that can be founded in these provinces or areas because there's no technological limitation to you cannot settle in an Arctic area until the bloody bloody blah period, or you have X, Y, or Z technology. And it doesn't sit right with me having a metropolis based out of Svalbard or, you know, wherever else is wildly unrealistic, and just like, I don't know, that's immersion breaking enough for me. It's just you know, and this is coming from someone who's done Crusader Kings 2 and 3 runs where all I do is sit in Iceland, pillage the rest of Europe, and build up a, you know, technological, industrial powerhouse in Iceland, then convert it to EU4, and I'm the only modern nation on the map outside of China. But that's fun because it's so irrational, unlikely, and unrealistic. Oh my god, just fuck off. Just fuck off. Just leave. Nobody wants you here. Good. You're dead. You feel good about this now? You feel good about your choice to fuck with me? Well, technically I attacked them, to be fair. I don't know, it's really, an interesting creative decision to have to engage with the fact, like, okay, do we include the coast of very recognized nations that probably a big part of the player base want to see? You know, northern Quebec, Greenland, Iceland, most of Scandinavia, like recognizable coastline of northern Russia, for example. Or do you want to cut them out in order to maximize on the amount of space you're allocating to more important regions? And I think fuck the player, right? Fuck what they think they want. What the player is going to say that they want are these big coasts and big Greenland, Iceland, yada yada. They want those in the game. They don't want those in the game. They think they want those in the game because they think that they want a realistic world map. A more realistic world map is one cutting off those parts of the planet to better represent the specific niche of human civilization. It's a big niche of settled agrarian culture around which the game focuses as its model for what the player and AI use. Dichotomy of Alex. You know, I like dialectical thinking is very important to me. So I'm gonna say and do things that are on, maybe not an extreme, but I do waffle, right? You'll notice when I'm talking about things, I will say something very definitive or declarative in one way, and then I'll pivot and consider the opposite. And I think that's really fucking important to forming a more grounded and well-rounded interpretation, attitude, and understanding of things. If you're just insisting that all school buses are yellow, and you will not pivot from that point, because in your experience, they've all been yellow, you're closing yourself off to the possibility of like, yeah, but what if they weren't? And this is such a weird example, but I'm pretty sure this was the first example presented to me. It's Baby's first dialectic. Baby's first, like, dialectical thinking that was introduced to me in my freshman year of college in Arizona by a great instructor by the name of Jim Stuckey. He is one of the most important and impactful professors, teachers that I've had in my life. Another really great one there, Zoe Hammer. She's a fucking boss. Can't talk about good experiences at that school without bringing her up. But there was this example, this writing exercise, or thought exercise. You spend 1 minute writing down every reason why thing A is true. And at the end of that minute, you then spend the next minute writing down a list of the reason why thing B, or thing A, is not true. And then you have to push them together and make them make sense, or at least form a synthesis out of this. And I think it was all school buses are yellow, or something having to do with the color yellow. I don't remember, but it was something really simple and weird like that. I gotta say, that's some good fucking teaching. Because you think I'm insufferable now, I say. Y'all don't even know. Teenage Alex was more pretentious, more stubborn, more ignorant in so many ways, and a lot more self-righteous and entitled in this effort to strive towards the appearance of an academic, a cultured and well-studied academic. I really wanted those vibes. I'm really glad that I worked through that and outgrew that, but because a lot of people don't. I didn't upgrade the shields. I didn't upgrade a damn thing before coming here. So I have a lot of quiet, pained sympathy for online edgelords who are like entering their freshman year of college and they think they know any goddamn thing about the world. Like, I really do have a soft spot in my heart for these fucking nerdy ass edgelords who think that they know better than the rest of the world, because I've been that dipshit. And I know there's no fucking way to reach them. I know it's okay, it's not that there's no way to reach them. It's very difficult to reach them because so many reasons, so many little reasons. I was not a debate warlord. I've always thought that debate and debaters were stupid. I couldn't quite explain why when I was younger. I can now. Oh God, let me count you the ways. But when I was younger, I thought it was really stupid. I took part in one debate, mandatory, in school, and I didn't get to choose the topic on which I was debating. We were talking about, like 6th grade? 7th grade, maybe? No, like 6th grade. 5th or 6th grade, really. Solar power. Hydrothermal power. Solar power, particularly. And as part of the debate, one kid was supposed to argue solar power is good, actually, and the other one's supposed to be like solar power bad. And I would put in the unenviable position of solar power bad. And what I had was, I don't know, doesn't work when the sun's not out. Batteries aren't so great. That's it. That's all the problem with solar power. Those like two things. They're like, oh, you gotta maintain it. Man, you gotta maintain everything. I had to engage in a bad faith argument for a thing I didn't believe in for a grade. And that is when I learned that I hated debate, and I never wanted to debate anything ever in that structure ever again. It wildly unproductive, pigeonholed both parties so that we didn't actually engage on the subject. We just bashed two ideas together and formed a dialectical rift between the two theses, right? It's no wonder the United States is the mess that it is, because this is a cultural norm that intellectuals engage each other in debate and don't actually engage with the subject matter or change or strive towards a synthesis of ideals. Instead, it's only through destruction of opposing ideology that we move forward, or the assimilation of opposing ideology. God, Americans talk so much about, well, in the Soviet Union, you couldn't say things about the government, and you didn't have freedom of speech. Bitch, you do? Do you? Do you really? Like, there are some ideas that if you question, you end up dead in the United States. There's some people who have the audacity to just be who they are, love who they love, strive to become the person they want to be, and they're heavily criminalized. You really think you think this is the free world? Mm-hmm. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, sure. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. You keep telling yourself that. Socialism's bad. Streamer likes socialism. I need an adult. Help, mommy. Streamer said something leftist. NG sector. What's worse is I have friends who loved debating. And still they do it. They're fucking 30 now, and they still fall back on this default of like, I can't wait to fucking argue this with you and debate this. And like, I don't want to fucking argue with you. You are a grown-ass adult. Like, you were capable, I know, of recognizing somebody else has a different core tenet or belief or understanding of a thing, recognizing that the way that you two perceive or engage with the world might not be compatible, but finding synthesis, finding a way that you can both engage to mutual benefit. That's what you should be doing. But nope, the 90s and the late 80s were all about, oh, we gotta teach these kids to be fucking corporate girl bosses, so here we are. Here of our word 2021, everything's fine, everything's fine. Yep. In the freest country in the world, you're given the choice between two identical parties. You can watch corporate news station number 1 or corporate news station number 327. For some reason that came out as 27 in my brain. American education system at work. This is a joke. This is a joke. The fact that, who the fuck? Some washed up, Bill Maher, maybe? Fuck, it seems like something Bill Maher would say. Some not so great comedian, and social commentator was like, had a bit. God, I saw this on Twitter like 3 days ago, so it's an out of context clip, half remembered several days later. So we're really setting ourselves up for a good story here. The bit was, and I don't even remember who it was. They were like, well, one thing is always true in talking to immigrants from other countries, and they always say, when we're talking about the world, oh, you guys don't even know. Americans don't appreciate how good they have it. We're all spoiled and ignorant, and, the rest of the world is so bad. And instead of shitting on the United States constantly, what we should be doing is trying to help people. Okay, Lib. Okay. Yeah, why is the rest of the world bad? Why is there instability in the Middle East and South and Central America so often? Why is Southeast Asia a political quagmire, or had been for the latter part of a century? Why is Korea split in half? Why? If we were introspective for a moment, for a brief moment, we could recognize many modern problems and inequities that slave labor in cocoa fields in West Africa feeds the chocolate industry of the United States and is supported by the neo-colonial imperial apparatus of the United States and its military-industrial complex. That gender inequality in Southeast Asia and much of the rest of the world is also reinforced by American intervention, consumption, and means of production and colonial hegemony. You really want to act like everybody else has problems, and our only problem is that we're just not jacking ourselves off to how great we are, and all kumbayaing about let's get together and make the world a better place. No, asshole. The world is a fucked up place largely because of us. And in lacking that awareness and sense of responsibility and accountability, more so, you can't responsibly, respectfully engage in the international sphere or international community. And the United States certainly doesn't. Not through the United Nations, not through the myriad of other non-profit, non-government associated organizations which we do participate in international charity and aid and humanitarian yada yada yada. It's all largely performative when compared to the scope of our depeopling, our de-resourcing of entire regions, of our suppression of ideologies across the globe for the benefit of capital. You know, yeah, sure. Americans have it so good, and that's our problem. We're just spoiled. Yeah, you're right. You're right, boss. You're right. How could I think otherwise? Makes you feel way better. Back in high school, during our UN sim, you volunteered to be secretary or whatever the fuck that means in the United Nations. That means guy who lives in New York from a different country who says things that liberals like, but ultimately totes the United States political line. They had me in a tight dress and pantyhose. No grade. The kid who was prime minister of fucking Iceland got up and spoke only once? Yeah, fucker got a grade. Nice. I wish I had done more political sims in high school or college. I didn't. I didn't do any. All I ever got in high school were... No, there was one political sim that I just absolutely bodied. Because it was World War II. And I understood World War II because I was a fucking nerd. And so I just did a few backroom deals. Who the hell? What was I? Germany? I think I was the baddies. Yeah, with World War I. It was World War I, and instead I'm just like, all right, fuck the Austrians. Russia, let's just take out Austria-Hungary. You can have some little, you know, Slovak states. That's fine with me. You and your Slavs can have the Balkans. I get Austria-Hungary. And so I just stabbed Austria-Hungary in the back, annexed the rest of the former Holy Roman Empire, and Britain and France just sat there going like, well, we feel like we should do something because we were taught that Germans were the bad ones, but we're really confused. And it was great. It was great. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I think the Russians still had a little communism because, of course, they did. Of course they did, because the teacher needed that to happen to teach about it. Sure, listen to the problem. Send a man. It believes it's human. Send a human to talk to it. Hello, Robert Smith. Welcome to the ship. I am so not invested in this. This is fun. And today I'm at the level where, like, I just want to auto-fire on shit and bitch. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. We don't always have to put on the performances of, oh, hey there, fellow gamers. Welcome back to Alexandrian Codex. Today we're going to be looking at Multiverse. Ooh, wow, this is a really difficult choice. Do we map out the sector, have them delay the rebels? Chat, what do you think? All right, we have a poll going up right now. If you donate or subscribe now, that adds 500 points to the choice of your... to the option of your choosing. Remember, you can always subscribe on my Patreon to get updates faster. Yada, 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 yada. I'm not doing it. I could do it. I could do it very well. But, like, fuck, who wants that? I don't. A bunch of dipshit teenagers who use their parents' credit cards to pay for a lot of these large streamers and personalities think that they do. Those little cocksuckers wouldn't know better if it were sitting right in front of them. I'm on a rare one today. Cocksucker there is not a homo phobic pejorative. Because who doesn't like sucking a low dick every now and then? But... Alright, Grandpa. We gotta take you back to the home. Somebody come collect Alex. Delay the rebels. That's worth more than 18. I'd rather have a map, but... Alex organized his first partition of Poland, Austria, Hungary, circa 2009. It was like 2007. But yeah. You know what? Poland wasn't even a consideration because it wasn't on the map, and none of us were Polish. That's right. That's right, Poland. I said, promise to help. Sure. Disable it. There you go. It's unfortunate because, like, the partitioning of Poland was a pretty big deal. Poland-Lithuania used to be a really big player, but the American education system is not. That has nothing to do with teaching about how things actually worked or the real players or apparatus of international politics. Instead, it's really about rhetoric. It's about a lot of empty rhetoric and imposing ideology on kids. And that's by design. It's by design. It was modeled after the Prussian education system, which emphasized regimentalization, forming habits, maybe making people obedient, getting them ready for the workforce or the military. That's what the public education system in the United States was built on. And then there's this idea, oh, we gotta get more scientists. There's a brain drain. Chinese schools are doing better than American schools. And then people just fearmonger about that shit for 30 years and nothing changes, because at the end of the day, Americans want textbooks made in Texas talking about how evolution is a lie, God made everyone, gays are sending us all to the apocalypse, and global warming will never happen, rather than engaging in responsive learning techniques or atmospheres that actually engage students on a constructive level to let them become who they have a natural inclination or interest in becoming, to not specializing their skill sets like the German school system, modern German school system, which has its flaws, right? Like, I don't think there's a perfect school system, but I think sitting for the last 40 years now and going, well, it didn't work in the 80s, and now we're seeing some problems with it, but fuck us if we're ever gonna change. Maybe we put some smart boards in schools. Will that do it? Okay, find poor schools that aren't performing well, put the money into rich kids' schools. Oh, that just made the problem worse? Well, fuck it, I guess charter schools are the way to do it. We should just give up altogether. I have a relevant meme for this. Old man yells at cloud. If it is an old man yells at cloud, I don't feel seen. World War III breaks out, panic. Nobody in the United States Armed Forces can find your country on a map, calm. That didn't stop us from going to Afghanistan. Or Vietnam. Or Korea. Or Grenada. The United States isn't gonna stop a little thing like literacy. Gonna let a little thing like literacy stop us from a good old imperialism. Come on. I'll take the free missiles, I guess. Ooh, okay, you actually have some interesting stuff. I want decloaking. Can I afford decloaking? I cannot afford. I can't afford the cloaking. Yeah, fuck that. I can't. It's locked? Girl. Dislike. I kind of want the White Laser Mark 1. It's a pretty good suppressant. It's not as good as flak. It's not like a burst, but it's pretty good at keeping down shields. That's because you had Europeans to read the maps. Hence third panel. Maybe. I don't know. In World War II, the Europeans we had to read the map were, a crazy French guy who was close to becoming a dictator, and a drunk, fat English bastard who wanted to start a nuclear war to stop communism. Maybe that explains the course of the Cold War. Winston Churchill was fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. I Operation Unthinkable was wank material to him. My man just wanted to be like, all right, so we recruit the Wehrmacht to serve as a new ally, we give them Germany back, and then we go take out the USSR, because joke's on you, the real enemy all along was socialism. Let's literally side with Nazis against the socialists, because that's what we wanted to do all along. That's what Chamberlain wanted. That's what the Allies wanted, was to take out the Soviets. But then Germany and Hitler were just slightly inconvenient and attacked France instead of settling for another white peace with the West, which is really what the West wanted from Central Europe. The Allies never, ever would have gone to war over the genocide of the Polish people, of political dissidents, of homosexuals, of other ethnic minorities, of religious minorities. Absolutely not. The United States sure shit wouldn't have. The UK, France wouldn't have intervened. They would have wagged their finger, gone, oh, y'all shouldn't be doing that. But we never would have intervened to stop the Holocaust, because we haven't. We have it in Turkey. We have it in so many other countries. It never happened in the United States when we were doing as bad, if not worse, over the course of, a century rather than a couple of decades. I'm tired of acting like we were the good guys, because we weren't. There were no good guys. That's the real kicker. There were no good guys. There might not ever be any good guys. You want fuel, you're demanding tribute. I thought that popped up. I'm like, okay, who's this charity piece? What do they want from me? Oh no, they're making demands. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I like tankies. You know what? I'll say it. I like tankies. Stalin, a little problematic. The amount of people who... Okay, people on Twitter, right? The amount of people on Twitter that on the daily have arguments about, like, oh, Stalin good, actually, or Stalin bad, or you're not a real communist or socialist if you disavow or avow Stalin. Why the hell is this Georgian the benchmark of a political ideology to you? Huh? You ever think about why it is that you're so convinced and to make an issue out of this one guy? Yeah, he was very influential. Yeah, is a historical figure. Wildly impactful. But what reflection does a Georgian who's been dead for almost a century have on the modern day? It's like Christians arguing about, oh, well, Jesus would be a socialist or, a Republican or whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter. Guy probably never existed. Even if he did, he's been dead for 2,000 fucking years. You don't need a figurehead to say that ideology is okay or good. No, just have the conviction of belief to want something, to feel something, to believe in something, and fucking fight for it, rather than having Bernard Sanders or Comrade Stalin or Sleepy Joe Biden or fucking Donald Trump be your guiding light. You do not need a guiding light. There are no guiding lights. We're all the blind following the fucking blind. Have the audacity to lead yourself. And I'm not being like, people are sheep. Yes, we are. Myself included. I'm not telling people to go be a wolf or a lion or whatever fucking sociopathic, imagery we want to be using here. I want to emphasize that we're all ignorant. We're all ignorant, living in the land of the ignorant, and that's never going to change. And a much more productive use of your time is not arguing about, historical figure was good or bad, actually. And maybe organizing a community that you exist in now, making sure your neighbors are being fed or being housed, that you're helping your friends and family if they're sick, if they're struggling with impending homelessness, if they are tired, if they just need someone to talk to. Maybe, I don't know, not eating Nestle products is starting. The world isn't going to be changed based on a large series of you changing how you consume, but that'll start. You are a consumer and a producer. Use those material identities and forces that you are as an extant being in this world to do something, rather than posting on Twitter for the 200th fucking time about a dead guy that doesn't matter anymore. Stalinists need some femdom and therapy. We all do. We all do. The femdoms do, probably more than anyone else. The doming part. The therapy, I don't know. They might be good there. 1, 2, no one's good. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to the link. Fuck, I want to go to the link. Fuck, I'm going to the link. Check the storage. Do the thing. Go 1, 2, 3. It'll be fine. We're going to the link and I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna be disappointed. Oh shit! I'm not disappointed! Alex, maybe you should quit prioritizing this one very specific path through the game. Maybe you should mind your own damn business. Good, it missed. I really do think a better version of Twitter would require you proving that you've done something regarding a subject before you are allowed to post about it. Like, oh, hey, it seems like you're complaining about, you know, homelessness. It's gonna be $5. $5 minimum donation to a cause that's actually doing something about this. Or a documented use of 1 hour of your time doing something about this today. You cannot post, like, the amount of armchair quarterbacking. That is Twitter, right? That is the entirety of Twitter. It's just a long, long line of armchair quarterbacks not really engaged with the stuff that they say that they care about. And grandstanding on one another about how nobody else is doing anything and they're the one who's actually right about everything. Like, I hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm still on it, because I'm not any better. But, I definitely do think the world would be a better place were that the case. I just want people to not just ideologically or intellectually engage with an idea, not just emotionally engage with the subject matter, because a lot of Twitter is people emotionally engaging with subject matter. I want people to materially engage with subject matter. I want people to join causes, not just go on marches and protest, but use their means, use your work politically, use your labor politically. And, you know, in the United States, we're taught and encouraged, and I think this is true for much of the Western world, to participate in boycotts. Boycotts is a political act. Strikes and boycotts go hand in hand. They're two sides of the same thing. You should be willing to strike for something if you're willing to boycott something. You should do both at the same time. Or if you're not on strike, then, you know, take advantage of your position, whatever it is, to engage on that political subject, if you really do care about it. Like, okay, you work in fast food, and you talk about caring about homelessness. Don't call the cops on the homeless person because your manager says to. Just talk to the guy, or woman, and convince them that somebody is calling the cops and they need to leave for their safety. Unless the person is in crisis, that'll largely work. No one's getting hurt, and nobody's having the fucking Gestapo showing up at Mickey D's because somebody looks like they haven't showered, right? Or just fucking feed people if you work in food services. The amount of food waste in the United States is obscene. There's 5 different self-identified lefty candidates in the autonomous city of Buenos Aires for the upcoming midterms, and each one makes me cry more than the last. In a good way or a bad way? Because we had 4th mayoral elections and latest council elections here in the United United States. You're the United States of, Seattle. A couple of them made it through, but there's a clinical lack of coordination and cooperation between leftists in the United States that, you know, there's 5 different fucking socialist parties or organizations, each having their own candidate. Okay, that's an exaggeration. 3, plus like 2 online leftists who think that they can just run off of having a Twitter platform and not do any work with other organizations. It's bad way. No, I feel that. Fucking Trotskyists, am I right? I'll say it. Trotskyists are the worst. Just the worst. All you other socialists just need to stay at home, read more theory, and not do anything. Please, sir. Please, just a little activism. Just, may I have a crumb of activism, please? No, we need to publish more newspapers. Please, sir. Please, solidarity with the working class. You get solidarity when you sign a subscription to my newspaper, comrade. Please. Everything sucks. Everything sucks forever. These air breathers are rapidly running out of ship to be in. And that's the way. I like it. Should we be here? No, God, not without a cloak. Not with only a flak 1. Enough here to change composition. Wait, if I let my Lania's feet on them, do they become like, augmented? Borman is gone. Hell yeah! Martin, no! What an unfortunate name, Borman. First off, there's a Workers' Party, which got kicked out of the Unity Left Party because their entire rhetoric is center-left and center-right are exactly the same thing, so we shouldn't work with them and even do the things we agree with. Yeah, there's a lot of people who advocate that revolution is the only way for a better world, and, you know, okay, kids, I've read a few books in my time, too. I understand, philosophically, where you're coming from, but also, there are people today who will live to see next year if we put into place compromise policies with the capitalist parties today. We can save lives today by engaging with these, you know, adversarial political entities. Is that the way to revolution? No. No, we will not achieve total revolution, total socialism, total anything through compromise. That's the entire basis of the system. But we can make the world a more livable place for people in a continual and long series of compromises and dragging them kicking and screaming to the left. And the wonderful thing, the wonderful thing is, you can do 2 things at once. You can organize a political party in the existing state apparatus to engage with it in whatever capacity you can to save lives, and you can organize extra political organizations to achieve things through direct action, through mutual aid. And these 2 facets, these 2 apparatus of your ideology and identity, work in synthesis with one another. Because one, doing direct action, mutual aid, and working outside a political apparatus helps build support in a movement which can then be used to engage with the existing corrupt, admittedly, political apparatus that will naturally disadvantage you, and even when you succeed, as we've seen in Venezuela, Colombia, Bolivia, everywhere except the United States, every time a socialist wins, we say that it was a coup or that it was fake or whatever else. Yeah. But still, some ground can be made there. Now, the Self-Determination and Liberty Party, which voted against annulling the laws which forbade the government from trialing human rights violators from the last dictatorship because they thought wording of the annulment wasn't harsh enough. That's so... It's so small. Like, that's such a not important issue, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like... it's not mean enough. It's not harsh enough. Just take the win, man. Take the dub. And strive for a future, even greater dub. That's how you go through life. You take the wins you get, so you can try again tomorrow. And do better tomorrow. Is it perfect? No. No, nothing's perfect. Nothing's ever gonna be perfect. This world is a living hell. If your guiding light is perfection, better is better. Is better perfect? No, perfect is the enemy of better. And that's a concept that a lot of people really need to internalize. That the pursuit of perfection is an admirable and relatable struggle. But if we're in the business of saving and benefiting human lives, you do the good you can today. Not the good that we could do if we reword this thesis 2 weeks from now. You do what you can today, and then you also, thank God it finally happened. Oh, you also do the work tomorrow, right? And you strive for what you actually want. Jesus Christ. Fucking... I came. The Harbinger Mark I is maybe, along with the flak guns, one of the best, if not the best gun in the game. 2 power, 4 shots, does a decent amount of damage. It charges in 15 seconds, is pretty fucking good. Third is a new movement towards socialism who keep saying old trot's bad, we're cool because we're Zoomer trots, but have literally no platform or policies positions. Americans complain about the DSA. Big tent organizations exist for a reason. The splintering of leftist parties, unless they have a spoken agreement to cooperate, destroys leftist movement. It kills leftist movements so easily and readily. I'm not saying we all have to, the kumbaya thing. We don't gotta do that. Matter of fact, it's better if we don't do that. But you gotta, find some fucking solidarity, comrades. You gotta actually work together. Occasionally. Occasionally! No. I see this glowing. I don't like it glowing. I see the gun and I say, no. You don't shoot me with a Harbinger. I shoot you with a Harbinger. I don't know. Like, there are some pretty good political organizations in the United States, but I am just so fucking tired of Twitter socialists. Oh my god! Oh my god! He's done it! The madman has given us a second one? Your mom lets you have 2 Harbingers? Billy's mom lets him have 2 Harbingers. My god! Okay, this is a good run. Unfortunately, we have not acquired anything from the ruins that I can give the queen. She can go to hell before she can have either of these guns. Didn't think I'd be a Second Amendment kind of guy, but here we are. Hail them, ask further questions, attack them, do nothing. Beep, pop, boop, beep. I could still use a cloak. This isn't a perfect run. That boarding drone's gonna be a real pain in the ass, for example. Did I get that in? Oh, sweet. Popped in the Lanius. So, can't hurt anyone. Love it. Love to see it. Love to enjoy the benefits of it. Goodbye, enemy ship. Goodbye. It's been good. You're dead. Oh, so nice. Again, Twitter tax. Make it a thing. Make it a thing, please. Leftism good. Actually, socialism good. Actually, that's, you know, my concluding thoughts. There's a leftist and workers' unity front, which has 2 lists because of fucking course. You have a vanguard list with frozen takes such as 2-round voting as anti-democratic. What? Small irrelevant parties should be able to run in the main elections. I mean, I hear it. I conceptually understand, but no. God damn it. I hit the oh, you have a drone. Get cucked, Alex. Okay, well. Frick me, I guess. Frick me, buddy. You hit that. You hit that. Please hit that. That hits that. Just fuck everything up. We've done it. We've fucked everything. Oh, God. You're dead. You're not dead! Why am I moving them room to room like this? Because the AI will path them through a room where they can't breathe, and they will die. Oh, okay. Finally, there's the old Vanguard list, headed by Lawyer MILF. Oh, I know who has my vote. In Chief Miriam Bregman, who's quite literally the only trot in the entire country I have any respect for. Because she's a MILF, right? I get where you're going. Clearly that's why. You know, I hear your complaints, and they're valid. You know, I just wish we had that many socialist parties that were active, let's say, in the United States. Instead, we have the DSA, we have Socialist Alternative, which is small and local, but, you know, impactful. And mostly, we just have a bunch of Democrats acting like they're socialists. No, that's not true. We have a bunch of, in big air quotes here, progressives. Just don't do a damn thing. Because they're trying to stand in solidarity with the libs. Why? Fucking stupid, that's why. Gotta work with the libs to beat the libs. Don't get me wrong, I like Bernie Sanders. I like AOC. Are they perfect? No, they're not perfect. They're never gonna be perfect. There are no perfect political candidates because there are no perfect people. Could they be better? Absolutely. Should they be better? Yes. Should, as their constituents, we encourage them to be better? Yes. Do we just, you know, bitch about people online and say, well, I'm never voting again because this person... Because AOC is not as progressive in the ways that are valuable to me, so I just give up entirely. To me, my friend, that is a position of privilege. If you can be like, well, you know, this person who would make the world a much more livable place for so many people, including myself, they're just not good enough. do both. Do both, right? Like, take the shit, eat the shit, make it so you never have to do it again. You take what you have to take so you can do better tomorrow. And the refusal to take anything and not do better tomorrow and just doomer about it. Being hot helps. I appreciate her. She's the only one that put getting war criminals behind bars over utopianism. Actually understand what the fuck critical support from the center left means. Yeah, you shake hands and vote when they do base things, and when they post capitalism and cringe, then you dunk on them. No, you don't dunk on them. The whole dunking thing, it makes you feel good, and it makes them feel alienated. Do they walk away from that going, oh, I've learned something? No. Hopefully, you both exist as part of an organization. Hopefully, that organization has members who can hold each other accountable. Be like, hey dog, you fucked up, you gotta fix that position. If all you're doing is dunking on people online, being like, AOC seems to not care about kids in cages anymore, or Bernard owns houses, or Bernie's working with the Dems, sellout, blah, cringe. Fuck off. You're not doing anything. You are in no way engaging in a way with this person that's going to motivate them or incentivize them to change their behavior. If anything, you're probably alienating them and pushing them further away. It's wildly unproductive. No, you don't have to be polite all the time, but when we're dealing with comrades, when we're dealing with people who we at least have common cause with, yeah, you should probably do it in good faith first. You don't... Twitter is so fucking toxic. Not just Twitter, Facebook, social media. People are so fucking toxic. And there's this expectation that we just dunk on each other and shit on each other all the time, and that's the way that we encourage people to be better, through being virulently aggressive? No! No, that's not how real human beings work and engage with each other. That's just this shitty, toxic atmosphere we have online because we're a bunch of dipshit edgelord teenagers when the internet was a new thing, and we've so ingrained that into internet culture that that's just what we do now. It stinks and I don't like it. Right, we're shutting that down. And then you shit on. You know, you have a good, honest, real heart-to-heart, and then you shit on them. You can do both. Unkind words, not a bad thing. In fact, they're kind of a good thing. Can be very productive if you use them well. But I don't know. I definitely feel... Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. So I could go to the store, then back here, then here, right? 1, 2, 3. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I got some shit to sell. I'm hoping they have a cloak, so we're gonna do this. I'm tired, boss. That's what it comes down to. I'm tired, boss. Wait, trap. So now I definitely have enough. We're gonna use the payload. Yeah, we keep that stun around. I want the augmented. Why? Because they give us energy. Do I need it? No, but I don't want the stupid fucking human crew that I have right now. I'm doubling down on the augment, I think. Ion 2 requires 2 power. How much more can I get here? I can get 2 whole more power. Can I afford that? I would literally be out of money at that point. Maybe. When I deal with local socialists who are engaging in local politics, or at least regional politics, I am emboldened and reassured, and my faith in humanity is somewhat restored. When I engage with socialists on a national platform, I am convinced that I'm in the room with a bunch of shit-throwing apes. And I feel that way regardless of the political party. Right? Democrats are that way, Republicans are that way. When you get up to a federal, national level, the kind of rhetoric and emotional engagement and real critical engagement people have really comes down to very tribalistic, vicious, unproductive, haha, everybody's stupid except for us, look at how bad they are. Yeah, okay, I feel good about myself, I'm gonna go jack off and go to bed. Kind of energy. It's not, let's build a better world, here's some organizations, hey, I really believe in this. There's some of that, but a lot of that's a lot more local. Dunking, you mean openly criticizing? Yeah, and, I'm not gonna say dunking ain't fun, I do it. But I'm also on a tear today, I'm just mad about everything. It's also very specific in having lefties in Congress, with majority making leverage. What's that like? That sounds crazy. Whenever the socially traditional side of the center-left goes rogue on shit like abortion. Just reminded me about so much American politics. I'm like, oh yeah, that's still a thing that's being debated, huh? Right. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Well, I think I have to upgrade the shields. I held on to the scrap because I'm like, the gun's tempting, don't get me wrong. I am American. But I'd kind of like to survive this as well, is the thing. So we're gonna give that a go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting stir crazy. I just need to go outside and enjoy some social interaction with some reasonable human beings, do some political organizing where we twerk together to make a better world. Alright, I guess we're doing that. Power down the engine so I don't actually accidentally shut off guns by doing this shit. You know what? Power that on too. We're good? We're good? We're good? I reallocated systems properly? Good. Power those down. Battle Royale in the med room. Okay. Nuke this. Just absolutely nuke that. This scares the shit out of me. Okay, good. Good. Now that. Ugh. To be fair, a lot of what I see on Twitter are a bunch of fucking teenagers too. And Zoomers, this is not me saying that you're bad or invalid or we don't need you. We need you. Just read some fucking theory. Please God, read some fucking theory. Learn a little bit of history. Keep the fire. Keep the fire. Fire's good. I love the energy. Love the energy. Love the self-righteousness. Love the vindictive. Not vindictive. The vengeful. There we go. Vengeful, righteous anger and fury. Don't burn every fucking ally you could potentially have. Don't engage in purity politics. Just don't do it. Don't do it. And there's lines. Yeah, absolutely. You have lines of who you work with, who you won't work with. But don't be like, it's like so much what I'm seeing on the internet these days with the youth and the kids. They got the good heart, but they don't know how to use it. Hey, you want to come with? You can have a bomb launcher. What room is she in? She's gonna go in engines, because Philip back here is not necessary. Philip is gonna be the captain, and you're gonna go live in the hacking bay. No, yes, because Philip doesn't provide power either. I hit next sector. Okay. I'm like, oh no, I clicked the bad thing. No. We good. We're Zoltan sector now, boy. Contact the guard. Request supplies. Nothing. Alright. Objective here? Get a cloak. Get a fucking cloak. Because if we're going to the ancient sector, we're gonna need some help. I should just fire these simultaneously, and this can't pierce through the shield, so instead we're just derping around here. Like, I've tried to not engage on this subject. The whole, Hassan bought a house thing. Yeah, you know. That's an expensive fucking house in a very nice neighborhood. His community has given him a substantial amount of money. That's noteworthy. Jarring, even. Would it be nice to see that much money spent on other causes? Sure. But he isn't exploiting people. He is in the sense that I think that there is a certain level of parasitism in any streamer relationship like that. You know, they're trying to set up healthy boundaries between a streamer and their audience seems paradoxical, if not impossible. Very difficult, at the very least. So, I get the pushback there. But someone owning a house, even one very nice house, is not the same as Jeffrey Bezos having enough money on any given day, or having enough capital on any given day to literally end world hunger and choosing not to. Again, pick your battles. You don't... Yeah, what's a good analogy here? You can start eating a snake at the tail, right? But then the head's gonna just whip around and bite you, right? You go for the head first. You don't go for the petty bourgeoisie. For the bourgeois who have enough money to not be concerned with everyday capital. Go after the capitalist owning class. You form coalitions, you find solidarity where it exists, and you make uncomfortable compromises sometimes. Since I went through the trots, might as well mention the others. At this point, I'm just jealous that you have others. I sure would like to have some socialism in my country. Sure would like to have some of that over here. Perform a task. Salvage mission. We're not leaving immediately. They didn't find anything. Garbage. Hot garbage. Oh, okay. Well, the chain burst laser. Or the stun one. I'd rather have the stun one, I think. Sell it so I don't think about it. Because if I think about it, I'm probably going to dissuade myself. Oh, fuck, they have cloaking. Can't afford it. Can't afford it yet. I probably can't double back here. Well, good day, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. I may be able to double back here. I don't think I'm going to. I shouldn't. There's 2 Stalinist parties and the Maoist party, each with about 20,000 members. Stalinist party, I can't read, split over support of center-left, but eventually all 3 joined a coalition after neoliberalism wrecked us again. There's an anarcho-communist federation, but they've been dying off the last decade after the Metropolitan Police raided them, and they aren't electorally active. That's sad. That is sad. That is the downside to, you know, the emphasis on direct action and really anarchism generally. I really think you're engaging with a fantasy in some level if you operate overtly. State monopolization of violence is no fucking joke. They can and will absolutely end you. Like, the whole idea of escaping capital in any capacity, I would say the same thing. Like, people who want to start communes. I just don't think it's realistic to think that you can escape it or get away with it or not have to directly, violently, daily confront it just for your continued existence. I don't know. Like, Yeah, Alex, we get it. You're not an anarchist. You have respect for them, but in the same way that you have respect for something else that's it makes this analogy work that I don't want to put the effort into. I don't know, man. They're good people. They're very good people. By and large, some of the best people. Anarchists are incredible human beings, generally. Which makes them so fucking heartbreaking when they consistently end up in strategically desperate situations and don't have contingency plans for how to deal with it. I'm all for anarchists who are like, all right, well, we're gonna do this, and they're gonna try and fucking stop us, but we're not gonna fucking let them. And here's how. Love that. Love that. Oh my god, there's so many empty jumps here. I just need scrap, you son of a bitch. Just give me another store soon. I know there's one nearish by, but we probably can't go to it. I don't know. I don't know. Your supplies are a joke. Not a fan of either Stalinist party, since one is super misogynist, oh, great, and the other is women can't do politics except for these dead Stalinist women we drool for, but young women can't do politics. I hate that. That's fucking terrible. The Maoists are pretty alright, pretty LARPy, but everything goes to shit. They're pretty decent youth organizers. That's good. You know, Mao had some very interesting ideas when it, generally. Right, I'm not just memeing about, haha, landlords, am I right? But also, landlords. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this works. This works. Just, I'm really making sure, alright? You know what? I'll pay the fine. I'll pay the fine. It's fine. Oh, great. It's, haha, you got hacked. Got you. Got you. Pranked. Haha, pranked you. We're on board your ship. Isn't this a funny prank? Oh, now you have to fight off people with no possible reward. Oh, funny prank. Haha, very funny. So clever. Funny prank. You gotta hop in, which is unfortunate because they're gonna shoot you. I might not live. It's the real concern here. All right, you gotta go. You gotta go in there. All right, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine here. Would you like some fries with your filet du landlord? Okay, eat the rich is the original statement, right? If, you know, you starve... I don't even remember the original quote. It's something to the effect of, like, if the people don't have bread, then they'll eat the rich. Right? Something along those lines. My god, this is so unhealy. Yeah. Alright, sure. But it's not literal. Right? And as it isn't literal, should probably come up with a better thing to declare, a better declarative when talking about the corruption of the capitalist class, the wealth inequities and inequalities that we struggle and live with. Holy shit, are you fucking kidding me? This is gonna take the rest of my goddamn life. Alright, we have to upgrade the med bay for her to heal at any reasonable speed. There we go. I worry that it makes a caricature and of critiques of capitalism. Eat the owning class, eat the rich, right? Ha 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 ha. It's too much of a fucking meme, is my issue with it. I don't like memes. Generally, I don't like memes. I like some memes, but by and large, fun is bad and I hate it. Like, in the Elder Scrolls, Sheogorath, Prince of Madness. Pretty cool. Daedric Lord. Part of the madness is this irrationality and pseudo-randomness, which comes across sometimes as quirky, sometimes as horrifying. Very cool conceptually in its writing and in conception. In practice, Sheogorath has become haha, mad god, likes cheese, makes a lot of cheese jokes, haha, lol, so random. Same sort of thing I'm talking about. The characterization of a serious thing by memeing too much. Lightening something to the point of it not having any oomph to it anymore. If the Dutch can literally eat the rich, then why can't we? Because they didn't run on that, right? They didn't organize on that. It's not an organization with is a source of desperation, right? Like, haha is hero of Kvatch. That I'm okay with, right? You know, haha is the hero of Kvatch, actually, but like, stop with the memeing. Stop with the fucking memeing. Just take something seriously for once in your goddamn life. We can have jokes. We can have fun here. I'm not anti-fun except for when I'm anti-fun, which is all the time. You shouldn't have fun, make fun illegal, put them in camps. But really, seriously, fun good, but there's a time and a place for it. And I don't know. I'm tired of all of the grown-ass adults who act like children all the time, in the sense of repeating the same jokes ad infinitum for all of time, in the sense of them behaving like petulant toddlers when they're in positions of power or demanding services that they have no right to. I'm very tired of adults, American adults particularly, but I'm sure humans suck everywhere. I can't believe you disrespect the Eat Johann de Witt party alive like this. I will. Except their surrender rate's a decent amount. Yeah. I'd hate on it before and I'd do it again. All I am is hate. It's not true. I have much love in my heart. I really do. Really do. I'm a very deeply compassionate and empathic person. But hot damn am I fucking tired of some very specific things. Hey buddy, time to wake up, Wither. We're getting a short story. Welcome aboard. Imagine getting Wither and then declining. Going through all that and going like, you know what? Nah. Fleet away by 10 jumps, hail them. It's the combat. It's the combat. Oh god, we don't have a cloak. They have over shields and 3 shields. You're gonna fight each. Let them fight. Honestly, of all the things for you to mind control, those are probably my preferred candidates. 1, 2, 3, 4. This won't break through. At all. Nope. See, this is where I'd cloak. This is where I'd put a cloak if I had one. But I have no cloak, so instead I have to... I'm scared of that drone, but I blew it up, so I'm not scared anymore. I do not live in fear. Wait. Someone got... Oh, they're trying to break in here. Okay. Like, someone got mind control. What the fuck am I hearing? Break into mind control, because that's annoying. Thank you. And now... No auto flyers. No auto flyers. Maybe on the shield. No. Let's play this safe. Just time it. Just time it. Don't be clever. You're not actually clever, so stop acting like ya. Wither, are you the captain now? I think you are. Because you suck at repairs. Oh, fuck. Fuck me, I got distracted. Alright, they're dead. Like how... I find it funny how projectiles you've already fired don't kill them if you've accepted the surrender. That's how they work, right? Bullets just stop working if you change your mind at the brief instant before they hit someone. That's the secret they don't want you to know. This is an okay layout. I'd love to get an additional flak to get rid of the conservative laser. Like, oh my god, I need a cloak. I don't need one. I really, really want a cloak. Because if we're just relying on shields and engines, we got our work cut out for us. Hold up. Your safe position is in the medbay. Why? Because I'm baiting out of mind control with you. That's why. There's a store. Oh, good God. Give me... Yes, I need the cloak. Please, God, have a cloak. We're rescuing the store. A tiny little baby ship. I ain't scared no baby ship. That's a payload launcher. That's a little scary. That's a I don't know, and it's a little scary. They're also going to be able to hit me. I'm a little afraid of the baby ship. Let's replace that with a progressive laser. Sorry, can't do that. Yeah, no, I am afraid of this. This is the fuck off missile. Boom. Yeah. Mad respect to the fuck off missile. Sorry that I talk shit. Your baby ship is actually very cool. Very scary. I love it, really. Baby ship is the best. I'll never say mean things about baby ship ever again. No, oh, I caught it. I caught it before it fired off again, but we're probably not going to be able to disable it before... Nope, it's going to shoot me again. Alright, cool. I've always loved the missile. I'm a staunch proponent of... Alright, cool, it didn't hit in the port room. It just almost killed the mantis, but like, fuck them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Lord! Thank you, Lord. Alright, I gotta get these bugs out of here. At the longest stun. Sweet. Here we go. Broke apart. Rescued. Ooh, you're selling those too. Damn. Well, I'm buying the cloak, and I'm fixing the ship, and then I'm talking about this. I could buy a drone control, but it would come with free conservative laser drone. Honestly? Yeah, I might do that, because conservative laser drone sucks, but it doesn't take any power. Yeah, fuck it. It's a final slot? Yeah, who cares? This is free. It just costs drone parts, which I don't need. Go nuts, dog. What are we doing here? You 2 fix this. You 3 fix this. Bugs, just keep hanging out. Beep bop. Beep beep bop bop. Beep bop. Beep. They make such great sounds. Oh, I'm not saying communism bad, but maybe communism bad. Yeah, that's the ticket. I need to just give up on socialism and become conservative. You know what? Fuck conservative. Let's be a fascist. My life would be so much easier if I just bought into the lie of capitalism, use all of the social privilege available to me to just benefit myself, throw away my conscience, and just be an absolute anathema to the world like so many other people. Like, oh my god. I'm not saying it's tempting, but like, holy shit. It's something I do think about. Like, man, life would be easier if I were a worse person. Actually, fuck fascism. Let's be monarchocentrists. Tell me you're not worthy and I'll let you live. You're not worthy, bitch. I got a cloak. I don't fear anything now. You don't have a cloak. Cool. You have 2 very scary guns, but I have a slightly annoying drone. And you hacked my cloaking. Okay, well. That's slightly inconvenient. Yeah, you're not so scary now, are you, motherfucker? What are you gonna do? Hack my cloaking to death? Don't think so. No politics, only Dommy, Mommy, Empress. Ah, yes. Just looking for my queen. We got 10 jumps, right? Like, there's no reason not to fuck around. I might find out. That's a reason not to fuck around. Here we go. This is a good reason not to fuck around. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hey, Lanius. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a distraction. I'm a distraction. They didn't hit an importance. Oh, we got problems. Bugman's gonna die in here. Bugman's gotta go. Oh, fuck. You gotta go. Hey, hate this. Hate this. Really wish they'd take their people back. Who do I send to take care of that? The bugs, man. Go, bugs, go. Go, bugs, go. Will they win? They'll try. they'll do what they can. I actually don't want that there. I want that here. Good. Good. They have a cloak and they used it. Happy for them. Me and who? Alright, they left. Love to see it. They mind-controlled someone. Hate to see that, but as soon as the cloak is over... Should be in a minute now. I can disable that. You go back there. And then boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You're dead. No hull damage. Good. 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 Ship looking kind of hot. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We don't have any fires on board. Ancient ship. Do another fight. Yes, Mom. I gotta upgrade the cloak. I can actually afford to. And we can afford to power it too, which is just... Yeah, fuck the O2, dog. Yeah, take that out. See if I care. All the people who breathe are already in the medbay. Breathing is optional on this ship. I made that very clear when you all got on board. Okay, I don't need to hack anything. You have hacking, which is annoying. Speaking of annoying, you gotta get the fuck out of there if that will end you. Don't auto-fire. Take it. Shit, you auto-fired. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Alright, you two gotta go in here. Oh, yeah, those boarding drones don't fuck around. Good God. Still no hull damage. And I can upgrade the cloaking. You know, give me a spare bar. We're gonna want to upgrade the cloaking yet again. As soon as possible, but that requires an empty locale, empty bacon, and additionally, it requires you to have probably more fuel than I have now. I don't know. We might be good. Here. Yeah, here, and then bounce north, and then bounce south, and bounce north. Ancient crystal ship passing through the sector lies half destroyed by an ancient ship. It appears ancients aren't above scrapping wrecks because the crystal ship is swarming with ancient looters. Let's kill it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You have 2 crystal... Baby mode. Easy baby ship. 1 level of shields. 2 easy baby guns. Die. Perish. Perish. Then perish.jpg. Scrap the ancient ship. Got a Sentinel drone Mark 1. Well, that's great. I'd love to sell it. I could use it. I could actually use it. Oh, that's true. There's an ancient ship. They seem real pissed off or something. Why don't you fuck off and do something about it? Get a real job instead of hanging around here all the goddamn time. An ion pulse. Oh man, fuck off. That's annoying. Okay, conservative drone. Tell me about how we... Big government's the problem. And you don't need to pay taxes. Your weapons are down, but your drones are up, and the drones are the problem. Man, that's down now, so I can't really do anything about it. And the shields aren't coming back online anytime soon, so I guess you two should try and fix that. Yeah, we got a bit of a problem here. Bit of a problem, because you... Ioned weapons! Oh god, that ion hit the worst fucking systems. Okay, you're dead. I'm mildly inconvenienced. I'll take it. I mean, we lost a lot more hull there than is reasonable. You're just gonna keep disabling systems, huh? Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, that ship wasn't hard. It's the fucking neutron star here that's a problem. What? What? I don't want you to launch now. Golly, thanks. Dude, fuck this. It just keeps hitting the shields. And this ion damage doesn't go away when you jump. So we're gonna be hitting this next combat at a wild disadvantage. It's an NG. I can power up the weapons, thank Christ. I can do that. I have to cloak and wait for my shields to recover, which they won't in time. I can't use my drone because this'll deactivate my hacking drone. Okay, no, that's fine. I just say no weapons for you. My shields came back online. They did launch a missile, didn't they? No? No, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. See, I'm actually having to focus a little now. It's terrible. Oh, I can go back to the store. My god. Isn't that novel? Yeah, I think I'll do that. What do you desire the most? Wealth, power, beauty, galactic peace? Pfft, power. Oh, don't we all? I hope you forgive me, I'm gonna take this literally. Litter. That form of literal, L-I-T-T-E-R, is closer to littoral than the word literal, which is L-I-T-E-R. That's close to talking about something involving... it's close to clitoral, honestly. Clitorally, but perhaps you'll find some humor in it. Best of luck in your pursuits, mortal. Thanks. Completely unrelated news. I played like 15 minutes of EU4 1.4.1 earlier today. Oldest version you can roll back to on Steam. You missed the dynamic mission system. I do too. Need to see some EU Zoomers do a multiplayer campaign on it. That'd be interesting. These kids with their expectations about good systems that work. Back in our day, they sort of worked. And we were grateful. That's the problem with Americans, you see, they're just not appreciative of what they have. Fires at any incoming projectile. That's pretty dope, dude. Yeah, I guess we keep it. Fuck it, why not? Fine, fine, we can keep it. Please, God, let the cork off end. Okay. It ended. What came of it? Very little. You son of a bitch! I didn't know you were a missile drone. Oh God, you're almost as annoying as what I'm dealing with otherwise. Please hit, please hit, please. Alright, that was disabled. Yeah, that's annoying. You two should probably fix that so you can breathe, but it's not a big deal. Cloaking offline, that's a big deal. You can do it, Bugs. You can do it. I'm rooting for you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just nuke it. Beautiful. You know I'm American because I'll casually say, just nuke it. Recommend you roll back and look at the map. Don't even play. Looking at disgusting shapes makes the current map look like a masterpiece. Yeah, they've done a lot of work on improving the map. It, you know, sometimes goes unappreciated by snobs like, well, not like me. I'm almost snobbish, but I really do, honestly, genuinely appreciate the incredible amount of dedication and work that Paradox has put into maintaining, upgrading, and improving their games. We like to be critical and joke here, but they do good work. But yeah, the old one, you think early EU4 is back, go look at the EU3 map. Matter of fact, if you can get your hands on it, go look at the original Europa Universalis or the Europa Universalis 2 game. I tried playing the original Crusader Kings again because nostalgia. Oh boy. Whoo boy. Those were simpler times. Those were simpler times. And I do not say that with affection. I mean, I love that game, but ooh, it very bad. It looks bad. Relies so much on like emergent storytelling for you to just kind of make sense of the random stuff. Plus, my favorite is the event that happens when you have rivals or friends. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, correct? And then you can say yes and make a friend, or you can say no and I think get prestige out of it. But the event doesn't check if it's fired for that person before, so if you keep saying no, you just keep getting prestige, but then nothing fucking happens because the game's just like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, correct? The enemy of my enemy is my friend, correct? The enemy of my enemy is my friend, correct? And it just... This is the event that never ends. It just goes on and on forever. Okay. Smart person would be like, all right, well, now we improve the shields. That smart person is not me. I'm getting this mine launcher, I'm replacing the conservative laser, and we are just burning through what resources we have. We are setting fire to it and laughing in the ashes. Should make a stream cringing at the old maps and checking them out. You know, I'm not opposed to the idea. I'm really not. I'm gonna cloak, and you're gonna cloak, and then we're gonna decloak at the same time, and everybody's gonna be back to square one. Oh shit, your cloak's... Seems your cloak is bigger than mine. I don't like that. Yep, don't like that at all. Your cloak is, in fact, better. You son of a bitch. Onslaught this. I don't see what weapons you have, which scares me. Oh, yep, that scares me. That scares me a lot. Yep, that's why it frightens me. The Anointed's gonna die. She's gonna die. She's gonna die because she's stunned. She's stunned. She needs to get out of that fucking room. She's just gonna die. She's just gonna die because I can't move her. She's deselected and she's dead. Aha! Fun stuff. Great. This mod that introduces the Ancients and their weapons, it's not balanced. Not balanced at all. It's incredibly broken. Which is really funny. The Multiverse team throws some shade when they're talking about, you know, should the mod be balanced or is the mod balanced? And they're like, oh, we really try our best. Bitch, no. No. Something that can just nuke a room, stun everything in that room, breach it 3 or 4 times. I'm afraid to inform you, nothing about that is balanced. I think they were traumatized by the event early into EU4 design. Checked out some of the files. Every single non-post event creates a "this event happened" flag because they hadn't added the "event can only happen once" option yet. Yeah, that is a thing in No, that's not true. It's not true. EU4 came out after Victoria 2. Victoria 2 also uses both. I think. I might be wrong about this, but I'll often do the same thing, and Paradox did the same thing with Victoria 2. They doubled up. They have event can only happen once equals yes, and then they also have the event create a tag and then not be able to fire if the tag already exists. So they double up for some fucking reason, which to me means they don't trust that one of them works. But yeah, I did the same thing in my mind. There's a store! Hell yeah! I was about to say, like, we're looking kind of dire here in terms of hull points. Rescue the Ancient. Oh. Welcome aboard. Aboard? Welcome aboard, Toying. Turing. Welcome aboard, Turing. You know what, Turing? I hate to tell you this, dog, but you're on the doors. No, you're better at shields. You go here, you go here. And everybody's happy. Nobody's happy. I'm not happy. Everybody's happy. 1, 2. So we'll go to the store, do like one more thing, and then leave. Leave. We're gonna leave. Narrator voice. You weren't gonna leave. We're gonna die here. I've never won this fight at the end. I certainly don't think we have the chops to do it right now. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it my best. You know, we're here to put on a show. We're here to perform. I don't think we're gonna perform very well. That's all. That's all. I just think we're gonna be a disappointment to the general audience. We're not gonna be acclaimed as a success, and that's life. That's life. Sometimes you're a failure, and that's all you're ever gonna be, Jimmy. Okay, hit that. Since we're here, just go ahead and... There we go. There we go. It didn't work. How did that not kill it? Hey, could you stop fucking with the cloak thing? It's been destroyed. You got like 40 scrap. That's garbage. That is white hot garbage, and you know it, game. You're doing me dirty. Alright, here, then the store, then here. Or here, then the store. I'll have to count it out. But, you know, I'm eyeing up the store. Hello. You Mortal One, we have an issue with this strange device. Oh, I'll help. No, you just gave me a burst laser Mark II. Now I have to think. It is a 2-3, which makes it very tempting. This is also a 2-3. But that charges in like 8 seconds. This takes 13. This is a 2-3, but charges in 10. Weird to have a burst 2 and be like, it's worse than everything I have, but that is the situation we find ourselves in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, I have 3, so I could go down 1. 1, 2, 3. And then here and then leave. Yes, I can do that. I can do that. Okay. Yeah, I don't sound convinced because I'm not convinced. Demand the surrender of their goods. Take the cargo by force. They're going to try and jump away. Do they have a cloak? Nope. Alright, good. That'll give us an initial leg up. Oh yeah, fight each other in the med bay. Perfect. Very happy when this happens. Do I let him die? That really is a question here. No. Don't let him die. Don't let him die. They're teleporting on board. We hit weapons. We hit weapons because if I hit anything else, I'm going to sorely regret it. And we hope that we're able to kill them. We were. Okay. You two are going to heal through that. Worth. Was it worth? Yeah. Took no hull points. In damage, we are fine. I should really upgrade the doors, but I'm saving them for bigger and better things. Oh, God. I hope Victoria 3 takes as long to develop as it needs. I'm very excited to get my hands on it, to play with it. I'm so happy that they're working on it, but I'm also deeply apprehensive at the same time. I appreciate that the series has been troubled, that Paradox games have, you know, increasingly got a reputation being broken at release, and I'm worried about that. I am. Okay, 1 here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. 1 red will be here. 2 red will be here. 3 red. I'm not risking it. I'm just gonna go straight to the store. I should have gone to the other one before. I should have gone here, then here. But it's too late. Too late to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's too late. Conserve your own cloak. Fuck me. Have to just run someone in and out of the room. Hey, nerd, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm annoying. I'm an annoyance. I'm a slight impediment. Okay, you go here, you, and you go here. Hello. Please don't break the weapons. That's the most valuable thing on the ship. I'd rather you kill the mantis than the weapons. You broke the weapons. You son of a bitch. You come into my house. You break my weapons. On this, the day of my weapons wedding. Okay, I've never seen an ancient store before, so I'm admittedly slightly overwhelmed. We'll sell that. Ancient recycler. Ammunition replication system. Missile weapons do not use ammo, but consume scrap. I'm not worried about ammo. Hazard handling security system automatically repairs breaches, puts out fires, and reduces suffocation damage by 50%. It's pretty hot. Not a big deal, but pretty cool. Anti-ship battery platform can be deployed before combat by spending a single drone part in fuel. That's a steal. That's highway robbery. I'm taking this. I need fuel. I need drone parts. I'm okay with that. I'll double up on those, and we can even hire a crew. Let's see. I can get an augment, which would be nice for the power. Right? You provide power. What do ancients even do? They have a lot of health, they do more damage, but they suck at repairing and they move slow. I'm not honestly a big fan. The cognitive is immune to mind control, sees adjacent rooms, immune to suffocation, slowly repairs itself outside of combat, has 70 health, can be switched between automated and full control mode. Why would I want this on auto? Does it automatically fix stuff? Yeah, I kind of get it. I kind of just want another augment. Well, we'll sit on that and think about it. Wait a minute, Turing, why are you green? Just style reasons. Oh, Ancient Traveler is a different color, that's why. Alright, Steven, I'm gonna have to ask you to run to the medbay and not die. You've done it, Steven, you've done it! I kind of want more augments for the power. But I also appreciate that it's... What? They cost 70. You give 1 power each, I think? Yes. I can still buy 2 power for that cost. Now, that won't last forever, but I'm really at a point where I need the scrap more than I need the people. Yeah, I've talked myself out of it. Do I do this and then the vault immediately? That's probably us getting our best chance out of it, or I can min-max this shit. Let's just go direct. Let's go direct. Oh. Well, this was empty. Upgrade cloaking. Salvage mission. Lanius melts down the mines for scrap. Well, you know, I'll take it. That's not the coup I was hoping for, but 1 more level of cloak is huge. Now we're gonna have fun. You've arrived at the cache. You can see the dreadnought looming in the distance, though it's too far away to make out its features as expected. It'd be impossible to access the cache, which resembles a gigantic vault sculpted into the side of a planet without eliminating the ship. You have to... Big ship, but nothing compared to the ones you'll see in the homeworlds. Let this be a test if we're ready for what's to come. Worst case, we die, no big deal. Deploy the anti-ship battery. Absolutely deploy that. We're gonna deploy this conservative. They don't have a cloak, which is astoundingly lucky for me. I'm gonna cloak. You're gonna mind control someone who's annoying, but honestly... Let them break it. I'm not even gonna fuck with this one. Let them fight. Okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? I'm struggling to understand what I'm looking at. You two... Oh, they hack doors. Okay, well, you're no threat to me anymore. They're kind of annoying. Hey, we've unlocked the ancient cruiser. Fuck yeah. You've done it. Dreadnought's dead. This is beyond incredible. You flimsy mortal creatures might not be so pathetic after all. Just gotta loot it. Oh, Eradicator Mark III. Sounds dope. We'll take a look at that. We destroy the cache. If you can defeat the flagship, you'll have helped. Whatever. Led by an ancient rebel, you destroyed the cache, you filthy moral insect. You'll suffer for this. Right, am I being immediately attacked? Grab hold of something, not block out. Okay, we're just leaving. I don't want to. I have borders that we need to deal with. Obelisk homeworlds. If no data, let's go, baby. Something wrong? Who's he? There's a second dreadnought? There's a second dreadnought. I'm not reading all the goddamn lore. Okay, this is when it just goes way fucking weird. There's the multiverse rebels who show up. I still have these borders again. It's a slight problem. You go help out with that. Activate this cloak. I can't cloak because my cloak is still on cooldown. This is done very badly. This happened to me last time, and I think I died here. You jump from one combat to the next without a break, which is not okay, game. Dear mod authors, this is some bullshit. Please stop it immediately. Please cease the bullshit. Okay, weapons are online. Shields are not fixed. Still have borders, have to deal with that. Weapons are a little scary, they have an artillery, which I don't love. We still have a little bit of cloak. So if I just leave the cloak on for its duration, this should knock down their shield just incrementally more, which honestly is all I can ask for. There we go, we take that down, we hit that, pause for a second, hit that, and then we'll hack whatever is left. Okay, we're gonna hack that. No more auto fire. You two doing alright. I'll send in the Mantis to repair. Honestly, you gotta heal. Cool, anti-ship batteries. really being helpful. God damn you. Be careful about the rebels and the ancients. They just everything in the fucking kitchen sink at this point. And honestly, if you're finding it hard to follow, me too. They threw a lot of lore at us. Maybe the lore explained what was happening. I don't want to read all that. Oh, Alex, that's kind of shitty of you. No, it isn't. When I'm introduced to the ancient, they give me not one, but 4 pages. 4 pages of lore. That's too fucking much. That's too much. And then they did the same bullshit here. Going to the next sector, they just gotta stop. There's a massive factory spanning several entire planets with a colossal structure running between them. That's weird. No star remains. The only lights are artificial ones. Let's investigate. Fortunately, it appears it's automated. There are a few ships. Mega structure, probably low priority. Find a safe place to dock. Who are you? What reasons have you docked here? Please report for SJ37 for check-in if you wish to proceed further. Sure, let's check in. There's a cognitive sitting behind the desk. Welcome to the Pandoran Factory Cluster. If you wish to proceed with supervision, please sign below. Otherwise, you'll be required to leave. Let's sign. Signing this contract, you agree not to. The AI rapidly lists out a couple hundred things you can't understand. Alright, cool. These facilities were built several centuries ago and are a primary manufacturing plant for Pandoran boxes. Also called Carthithites in the native language, small reality manipulators inside of them, when open, can unleash either divine wonders or unimaginable horrors, mainly for use in gambling. However, the factory was abandoned when the ancients got bored of the pastime, and I was left in control ever since. Can I hire you? Yes. Awesome. Cognitive, welcome aboard. You're good at everything. Just everything. You'd be a better pilot than Wither. You'd be better at shields than Crunchmeister, who's not even on shields. Look at you, you're the captain now. Wither has been reduced to keeping the doors closed. Good. That's what he deserves. Getting me on this rat fuck goose chase. Strange crystal coated in ancient structure has been built on a nearby planet. Several crystal sentinels and ancient royals scatter across the planet's surface, carting massive shards of crystal. Hail the settlement. Ooh! Harbinger Mark III. Requires 4 power. Shoots 8 rounds. I'm buying it. I ain't never seen that before. I think it's worse than the... It's a Harbinger 2, basically, that takes longer to charge. Man, I've got a lot of guns here. I have 8 total power. I could just keep the Harbinger 3 and the Eradicator 3, which would be a massive modern beam. Sorry, massive beam does 4 damage, so it pierces through up to 3 levels of shields and still does damage. The Harbinger 2 or 3 does 8 shots. Not any more damage than the Harbinger 1, though. Huh? That's disappointing. Yeah, it just seems like 2 Harbinger 1s put together, which end up being better. It's better than the flak? No. No, probably not. That's 6 total. You know what? This is 3 shots, this is 3 shots. My god. What have I become? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've walked away from the flak. I am dirty. Oh, Sylvan's dead, right. Where a ship was once is now a smoking wreck. What kind of monstrous vessel could have dethroned Sylvan? As you pull closer, a massive rebel gunship. Gunboat uncloaks nearby, but its paint job is unlike any you recognize. Shocked to see your little slug friend. Nothing but paste? You should know better than to challenge a rebellion. Had the rest of the advanced fleet been ready, we would have already overthrown these damn cuboids and ruled the multiverse. Yeah, look at this fantastic rebel symbol, Legion. Very cool, not edgy or poorly designed at all. We're gonna avenge him! Anti-ship battery. Yeah, let's do it, baby. Cloak? I think I also have a cloak. 2 can play at that game, that's fine. Anti-ship battery ignores cloak. So they're gonna get ya. We're just wasting time. I'm good with it. I mean, I'm kinda good with it. Oh, weapons are gonna have to charge normally, which I fucking hate. Which are gonna auto-fire on your weapons and hope for the best. I'm not gonna board, right? Well, I got that going for me. But I can't hit you as long as your overshield is up. That'll do. Do I take out the artillery? Do I take out your guns? I'm gonna hit the artillery with this. Yeah, that'll work. Normally, ASB target locked is something that makes me panic. But now... Oh, it missed. That's a shame. You don't get to use your artillery. You don't get to do anything. You get to die. There you go. Ah, you might have killed us, but you'll never kill the heart of the rebellion, the captain rebel screams as a violent explosion erupts in the engines of his ship, scattering little bits of the ship across the system. We unlock Sylvan's ship, which is fucking dope. Merchant ship seems Sylvan's in horrible condition. You're not sure if you can save him. I don't have... Oh, fuck. I don't... My medbay isn't good enough. I can't save him. You know you can't save him, but you can at least make the merchant's final moments more comfortable. Stranger, this is the end. I want you to have this. You're the multiverse's biggest badass now. Make us proud. He gave me a second Eradicator Mark III. Jesus Christ, Sylvan. Well, I can't even use one. I need a store, please God. A store, my kingdom for a store. There's some ancients going on here. Yeah, deploy the ASB. There's no reason not to do it. I have 32 and 20. I'm very comfortable. You don't even have a cloak? Child's play. Child's play. You're in this sector without a cloak at all? Good. Good. Happy to see it. Wish more people were like you. Okay. You got some annoying drones, I'll give you that. Your weapons are scary. Yeah, just auto-fire. Auto-fire, it's fine. It's not as efficient, but it's fine. Pivot over this. Now shields are dead, and now you're dead. Ooh, boy. Feels good. What's this? Bone puppets have saved us? Remarkable. Are you creatures in need of weaponry? We'll trade with you! Even if you are mortals. Well, howdy do there, partner. I would love that. Conservative laser? Oh my god, we can have the conservative laser. And by that I mean kinda have to. Goodbye, Eradicator. Goodbye, Onslaught. Goodbye, Flak One. You'll be missed. Dearly, entirely missed. I'm tempted by the crew, but I need the scrap. I need the scrap for reasons. Do we get a drone? No, we don't get a drone. We don't get a drone. We don't. We leave. Store in distress. Here. Store in distress. Here. Yeah. We'll go there. We'll go there. Spent 20 minutes trying to figure out all the little shitty cosmetic DLCs that were out when 1.4.1 was released. Yeah, there were many of them. That's something I don't miss, is how many cosmetic DLCs there used to be. I mean, there's still quite a few, but at least with stuff like plantoids or whatever else, they're trying to, for Stellaris, add in mechanics to, you know, make them actually fucking do something. That did not used to be the case. Case once was that all they did was look slightly different. Like, the tiny man on the map wore a red suit instead of a, you know, gray suit or whatever. It was not exactly groundbreaking shit. I should upgrade the shields. What am I doing? Mortal creature, culture most strange. I'm fascinated with it. I want to learn more. Feed me the data in your ship. I'll pay you handsomely for the knowledge. It's a tempting offer. You have no idea if the data will end up in the rebels' hands at the end. Will you take the risk? You know what? Sure. Fleet doubled for one jump. I figured, but I'm not actually worried about it. We'll go here, then we'll leave. Yep. Not really worried. Rescue the store. Anti-ship battery. I mean, why not? I have it. Might as well use it all the time with reckless abandon. If only I could upgrade my shields with, or my cloak with reckless abandon. That'd be pretty cool. $78 if you just hit the buy all shit option on EU4. Almost twice as much as the base game. Yeah, the DLC bloat is pretty crazy if you look at it all at once. To be fair, it does represent years of work and effort and contribution. But at the same time, like, some of those things seem like they should just be free 99, not to cost any dollars. Okay, this uses 3 power. I mean, I can't use it. I'm still looking at it. I'm looking. It's better. It's a 3/6. This is a 2/2. Purifier pinpoint. Nah. Stimulants. Abilities of your crew. All crew is 150% faster. Reduce suffocation by 50%. Honestly, I'd prefer Ancient Protocols if I'm buying fucking anything here, and I'm probably not buying fricking anything here. You know what? No. Fuck the Sentinel. Get the Sentinel out of here. I might buy a Harbinger. Because we already have 2 power allocated to this. Do I actually have the 2 power to give it? Yeah, if I took it out of engines. So probably not. Let's hold it out. Let's hold it over there. Let's hold off on that. 2 more. I kind of want to just keep the scrap in case I can upgrade shit. Which is so weird for me, but... Yeah, be an empty beacon. Be an empty beacon. Be an empty beacon. Be an empty beacon. Fuck. Alright. It's not. We are not going to get cloaking fully upgraded on this run, which could be the difference between winning and losing. Took them 5 fucking months. Alright, well, maybe it's a little pricey. God. Yes! Hey, nerds. Outpost been destroyed. You did it. We've done it, Reddit. Oh, no. I gotta... Fuck. I gotta fuck. There we go. Is this gonna work? Is this fine? No. That Atlantis has gotta go. Now that Mantis has gotta go. Now I gotta throw some more meat into the fucking grinder. God damn. Should be fine. You know what, Mantis? You gotta go. You've died of asphyxiation. Predictable. Predictable, and yet you let it happen, Alex. Yeah, I forgot. Both of my mantises are dead because they can't breathe when there's no oxygen. Rip to 2 free mantis. Were they doing anything? No. They were standing in the medbay, dealing with boarders occasionally. They contributed very little to this ship. It's still kind of sad to see them go. Not that sad. Alright. What are we doing? Let's see here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's it for power. Let's upgrade the doors all the way, and that's it. We're capped out. Am I happy with this? This is what we have. Happy doesn't enter into the equation. Can't believe EU4 Ultimate Edition is $385 after the 10% bundle discount. You've arrived at Lithic-Yuk. Below your ship is a vast cityscape with massive cruisers moving back and forth. So green, probably too green, that doesn't matter. Hopefully you won't be here for long. Pilot closer to the surface. For a brief while, you almost think you can get through this without a fight. However, any hopes of this are immediately dashed when a royal dreadnought with mention appears from the sky, moving closer with clear intent to kill. Mortal invaders your filth will be purged from a realm. Looks like it's time for one more battle, and hopefully the last you'll ever have. Well, let's deploy the ASB. What's cloak? Do they also have a cloak? They don't have a cloak. Holy fuck, I am the belle of the ball. They don't have a cloak. And they have a mind control, but they didn't immediately use it, which blows my fucking mind. Now this might be a multiple inning kind of game. If you take my meaning, might be a few rounds of this. That gun is scary. It's big and pink. And normally things like that are quite penetrative. So, I'd like it if it weren't online. And there we go, it is no longer online. You're gonna need some help, aren't you? Yeah. We do not auto-fire. We do not auto-fire in this house. We do disable that artillery, though, because I know that's charging up. Don't like it. We don't like it. No weapons. No weapons. Not allowed. Very illegal. I need literally one more hit point. This, we vent that room because it's on fire. Oh, I thought you teleported your people away. No, you just brought more of them in. Ah, good, yes. Of course. I mean, why would you fucking leave? Why would you ever leave? You can't go in there. You can go in there. Cloak immediately, so I get the benefit to go help a dude out. Please, God, let me just end this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye. Okay. Dreadnought comes crashing down. Well, best get out your reading glasses if you need them. There's a lot of text ahead. God damn it. There's an ancient mender. You can't be here. The ancient queen is behind you. Threaten to blow up the Paragon right now. It's another flagship. Oh no, sure. I'm not reading this. We got another ancient for some fucking reason. We got 999 fuel. That seems like it's gonna cause an overflow issue. And then they're doing the same fucking thing they did before, where I have borders and I can't do anything about them. So it's probably gonna get some people fucking killed, which is a problem, obviously. Okay, this time, they were nice, and not smart, because they still put me in some very tricky position here. But we might be able to get through this without anyone dying, because the game is just like, haha, you're not in control right now. Maybe. You have to tag out. You can tag in. You're probably gonna die, though. Good God. Alright, you gotta go. You can tag in. You can tag out. You have to go heal. You don't really provide much benefit besides murdering shit. Oh my God. Okay, these bullshit borders are dead. Nobody's bleeding to death. No, good. Alright, like, everybody has to heal. but we're fine. Oh. People become food when they're killed. Wait, wrong game. You talking about Frostpunk? By the way, Frostpunk sequel announced. It looks very cool. Personally, not the biggest fan of the diesel punk genre, but I'm quite hopeful to see what they pull off. Oh, that's what they went free on Epic. If you have not played it, highly recommend it. It's incredible. It's very difficult, but the storytelling's quite interesting. You can form a... well, I want to call it a workers' utopia. You can kill capitalists, and that's you know, that's all I ask for. Okay, E. What the fuck are you good at? Shields. Better than Turing? No. Ancient Royal. Repairs and puts out fires, incredibly slow, does double damage. Double damage! I guess you are just a... You're gonna respond to borders, I guess. The Showdown. I have been to the Showdown before. I have died here before. I have never won at the Showdown. You've done all you can, now it's time to fight the flagship. Oh, I just instantly go there, huh? Okay. Chase down Vance as fast as possible, managing to catch up to his titan of a ship, similar in build to that of the Rebel flagship, but armed with an even stronger arsenal of artillery and sporting an MFK paint job. Didn't come this far to give up now. Deploy the ASB. They do have a cloak, so you know they're not fucking around. Also, their health bar is just insane. They have 37 health, 5 layers of shields, and an overshield. This is bad boss design. Bad ship design. Ugh, you can't have a system like this, or this, or this, or this. Also, you can never have this much health, or this many shields, and you don't have an overshield. Look at all the special things this has that you can't have, player. Ha 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 ha, get fucked, nerd. We're being boarded. Well, okay, I can deal with that. I intentionally did not cloak because I imagine they're gonna hit me with a big fuck-off gun, because they always hit you with a big fuck-off gun. Now I'm cloaking. Those missiles scare me. Everything else, not so much. Missiles, though, I am apprehensive. You're doing fine. You might need help. You take out sensors. Is it the end of the world? No. No, not by any stretch of the imagination. What do I need to take out? Ah, they have no weapons. Right, they only have these fucking artillery systems. Right, well, we'll, spread the love. Okay, that one's offline. We'll keep auto-firing on that. We'll just walk you down the... You know what? Should have hit the missile one first. Not the ion one. Ion? Not that annoying. Missiles? Pretty fucking annoying. Wish that you weren't here. Oh my god, there's just too much shit going on. There are too many borders. There are too many borders. Plus, we're gonna die. Yep. Was it because I did something wrong? No, it's just because this throws about a million things at once at you. I hate this. Okay. You know what? I can't open all the doors. I can't open any doors because they went for doors pretty early on. Just, you know, fairly intelligent of them. Give credit where it's due. Wait for this to charge up, I guess. I mean, we are cloaked, so I do have time, but they are taking down weapons, which does concern me, but oxygen is also up. Right, we just lost an augment because they die slowly over time, which is pretty annoying. Kind of wish they didn't do that. Really kind of outside of my control, though. Fire automatically on this. We should really take the drones out, though. There's just too many fucking moving parts. You need to take everything down all at once so that you don't get hit by anything. Yep, we lose! Yeah. That's the last big boss. It's as far as I know, God only knows. I can't get away with doing much worse than that. Is a bullshit fight. It is a absolute bullshit fight. You need full cloaking. You need full array of the best weapons. Probably a defensive drone. Probably an overshield. Full shields. Full crew. Full expertise crew. You need everything maxed out. What you'll note here, and I do want to tease this apart. What you'll note is we didn't get an interaction like we do with the Rebel flagship, where you can stop and upgrade all your systems or spend all your scrap beforehand. That doesn't happen. We don't get to engage with the hyperdrive menu where you get to upgrade all your internal ship parts. Nothing like that. You were just thrown immediately into it. Not only is this content harder because it presents you with more difficult enemies, but this content is harder because it doesn't provide you with as many opportunities to improve yourself. I'm not mad. Not mad. I think it's poorly designed, but that was still a very good run. I'm not going to feel bad about that. We unlocked the Valkyrie, which fucks. The Valkyrie has 2 neural lasers, which are 1 power 2 shot. So pretty good. You have Sylvan, who starts out fully maxed out in every skill. Kirby and Swamps. 3 special slugs. They're pretty good. You start out with a scrap arm, which is pretty great. It doesn't take up the arm slot. You can't install it. So it gives 10% scrap. If you get the other scrap arm, in addition to this, you're getting 35% additional scrap, which is fucking insane. Or 20% total. Repair gel, which is always nice, and a merchant beacon, which will just summon a store at any empty beacon. Pretty good, but I honestly sell it fairly often. Okay, pretty good ship that we unlocked there. What else did we unlock? Well, we got this. This son of a bitch. The Tacthine Yithli. Pretty close to Yithli. It has an artillery, an ancient artillery, which is really good. Start out with a Harbinger 1. You saw me go, oh my god, we're gonna have a good run when I got one of these? This is why. This ship, even if it had nothing else besides this gun, would do amazingly well. You start out with a crew of Ancients, which pretty okay. I think they're unremarkable. You have a Cognitive. Again, I'm not crazy about them. But no Oxygen, which is a good ship. Clone Bay, which is perfectly fine. You get a couple of drones. Honestly, I sell them immediately. And you get Zoltan overshields. Hyper powerful shielding not only provides 5 HP that resists penetration, but increases the recharge rate of your regular shields by 20%. It's a better Zoltan shield. This ship's crazy good. Crazy good. Can't wait for you to do all 3 layouts of drone ship on hard. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that at all, right? So I'm not done for the day. I'm having fun playing FTL, but that was the end of the run. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is it for today. I'm making a backlog, which is something I haven't done in a long time. So get fricked, I guess. Until tomorrow, I'm gonna say toodaloo, take care, I'll see you then. Bye-bye!